A sitcom star fixing teeth? A Hollywood heartthrob working as a newspaper reporter? Plenty of big actors had less than glamorous career aspirations before dropping out of college. Ashton Kutcher got his start on That 70s Show and went on to become a significant movie and TV star. He built up a massive following and was the first person to break 1 million followers on Twitter. But what many of Kutcher's fans might not know is that his twin brother, Michael, has cerebral palsy, and that when Ashton entered college, he did so with the goal of finding a cure. Kutcher studied biomedical engineering at the University of Iowa, where he spent a year learning what he could to help his brother. Toward the end of his freshman year, he found himself between two possible paths: finish school and enter the biomedical industry, or drop out to become an actor. As we all know, he pursued the latter. Kutcher told Newsweek, "I pursued something I was passionate about, and for 22 years, I haven't felt like I've worked a day, even though I work every day." Kutcher may have left school, but he never stopped supporting his brother or causes related to his condition. He donates his money and time to numerous charitable causes, including UNICEF, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, as well as a number of organizations that seek to end human trafficking. Most people in the United States first met Sofia Vergara through her unforgettable role as Gloria on Modern Family. However, her acting career began in various Spanish-language markets in the 1990s. Long before Modern Family, though, Vergara pursued a career in dentistry. She attended dental school for 3 years before leaving to follow her acting dreams.
So I went to dentist school, but I didn't finish.
In an interview with the Freelance Star, Vergara explained how she shifted her dental dreams to something else. She told the outlet, "Things started changing, and you start getting opportunities and getting offers of money, and you start following your instinct, and here I am." Vergara wasn't looking for a career outside dentistry, but being in the right place at the right time made it happen. She was discovered on the beach, where she was approached and asked to shoot a commercial. She filmed an ad for Pepsi, which blew up, and after that, various opportunities came her way that directed her attention away from teeth. Tom Hanks started out in comedy, and throughout his decades-long career, he branched out into all kinds of genres, even winning 2 Academy Awards for dramatic performances. However, many of his fans might be surprised to know that Hanks dropped out of college before earning a bachelor's degree. Hanks studied theater in school, so it's fair to say his education was incredibly successful. An internship helped him learn everything he needed to know in the industry, so he left school to pursue acting full-time. Eventually, Hanks did receive a degree from Harvard. In 2023, the prestigious university awarded him an honorary doctoral degree. Alexandra Daddario had her breakthrough role playing Annabeth Chase in the Percy Jackson films and went on to develop a successful career as an adult. But before her acting career took off, she attended Marymount Manhattan College for a year. Daddario said she planned on becoming an actor since she was 11, telling the Whiskey Ginger podcast,
I love storytelling and all of that and reading, and it just was something that I genuinely wanted to do, and I could have done anything.
Daddario's education focused on the theater, and early on in her career, she landed several roles. Because of this, she decided to leave school early so she could pursue acting full-time. The decision was partly practical, as she missed school for gigs on Law & Order and other shows. She had similar problems with auditions. Daddario explained to the Daily Beast, "I was wearing myself too thin. I thought, I have to devote myself to this fully, or I'll regret it for the rest of my life." Joseph Gordon-Levitt began his acting career at a young age, most notably appearing as Tommy on Third Rock from the Sun when he was still just a teen. Like most child actors, he balanced his early education with acting roles, but when it came time to go to college, he put acting aside to focus on his education at Columbia University. While Gordon-Levitt had a successful career in acting, that's not what ultimately took him out of school. As he explained to Glamour, his passion was editing, so when he got a copy of Final Cut Pro, he dropped out of school. He told the outlet, "Honestly, if there's one thing that influenced me dropping out of college more than anything, it's when I got Final Cut Pro. I could either be writing a paper for a class or editing this video, and it's addictive." Eventually, Gordon-Levitt adjusted his plans to become a movie star. This plan worked remarkably well, and shortly after leaving college, he appeared in everything from 500 Days of Summer to The Dark Knight Rises. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is probably best known for playing Elaine on Seinfeld, but that's hardly the only credit to her name. She also appeared in a number of other prominent TV shows, including Veep.
The president is avoiding me.
Louis-Dreyfus attended school at Northwestern University, where she joined a sorority and studied theater. She took part in the school's student-run Meow show. which helped her hone her improv talents. She also worked with the Second City, building her skills at improvisation and live theater. During her time at the Second City, Louis-Dreyfus was also presented with an opportunity she couldn't pass up. When she was only 21, she was offered a spot on Saturday Night Live. She said yes to the opportunity, which required her to drop out of college. Louis-Dreyfus remained on SNL from 1982 until 1985. That experience brought her to the attention of Larry David, who worked as a writer on the show and later co-created Seinfeld. Louis-Dreyfus became a huge star after she started appearing on Seinfeld, but she never forgot her Northwestern experience, citing it as enormously important in her career and life. She ultimately earned an honorary degree from Northwestern and gave a commencement address to the school in 2007. Vin Diesel started acting in the 1990s, and before long, he landed high-profile roles in Saving Private Ryan and The Fast and the Furious. He attended Hunter College in New York City, where he studied creative writing, but he was mainly interested in acting. However, Diesel struggled to find roles while going to school and working as a bouncer. He ultimately decided to leave Hunter College after 3 years and moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting full-time. Still, he never forgot his experiences at Hunter, and it seems the school didn't forget about him either. In 2018, Diesel's former school honored him by making him an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters in English. At the commencement address, Diesel said, "While I was in Hollywood, I always had this pride of Hunter College. I would tell everybody that I learned and took so much away from my experience at Hunter College." Zooey Deschanel has appeared in many movies and television shows throughout her career, including 500 Days of Summer and New Girl. On top of that, she's also built a successful singing and songwriting career, and even earned a Grammy nomination. Deschanel had trouble fitting in with other kids in school though, and hoped that would change when she began attending Northwestern University. Unfortunately, she didn't have a great experience there. She told Allure, "I had gone to a really non-traditional high school. I was like, it'd be cool to have a traditional college experience. Then I was like, oh, but none of these people understand what's cool about me. My specialness is not appreciated in this place." After about 9 months in college, Deschanel opted to drop out to pursue her acting career full-time. Jessica Biel may be a hugely popular actor these days, but initially she planned on becoming a singer. Her interests shifted to acting after she nabbed a number of minor roles in commercials. Her breakout role came when she was cast as Mary on Seventh Heaven. From there, she devoted her time to acting and went on to star in The Illusionist and 2012's Total Recall, among many other films. When she was younger, Biel went to college at Tufts University in Massachusetts. She stayed at the school for around 18 months. During this time, she landed her first major film role in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. She dropped out of college soon after to pursue acting full-time. While speaking to Allure, Biel revealed her regret in leaving school early, saying, "I wish I would have had that time that my girlfriends all had. I wish I would have lived in that crappy, nasty brownstone that they all lived in. If I had to do it again, I would have stuck around and finished it out." Jake Gyllenhaal began acting as a child, first appearing in City Slickers in 1991. From there, he went on to land leading roles in Donnie Darko and Brokeback Mountain. Despite his early successes in acting, Gyllenhaal's father was adamant about his son finishing his education, so he attended Columbia University in New York City. Gyllenhaal studied at Columbia for 2 years before dropping out to focus on his acting career full-time. Despite this, Gyllenhaal never lost his interest in his education. He has even said in interviews that he wants to return to college one day to study Eastern religion. Brad Pitt's acting work has made him an international superstar, though it took years and a lot of work to get him to that level. Pitt attended the University of Missouri, where he majored in journalism with a focus on advertising. While he focused on his education, Pitt dreamed of becoming an actor, so 2 weeks before graduation, he left school. In an interview with NPR's Fresh Air, Pitt explained that while his friends were looking for jobs, he decided to quit. He said, "I just felt I was done. I was done with it." Pitt wanted to spend his time working on becoming a professional actor, so he told his folks he would attend the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California. Of course, he didn't actually do that, and instead, Pitt worked odd jobs while taking acting classes and auditioning. Reese Witherspoon started acting in TV movies as a teenager and landed her breakout role in 1999's Cruel Intentions. From there, she was elevated to leading lady status with starring roles in films like Legally Blonde and Sweet Home Alabama. Witherspoon won an Academy Award for her work in Walk the Line and has since developed a successful career as a producer.
I'm a very blessed person.
Witherspoon attended Stanford University, where she studied English literature. However, she didn't remain at the school for more than a year and went off to pursue an acting career. During an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2019, Witherspoon spoke about what it was like to leave home to attend college, saying, "I went to college for 1 year, and then I started making movies, and I moved to LA, and I never came back." Ryan Reynolds kicked off his acting career as a teenager. He appeared on a teen soap opera in Canada before landing small roles on various other TV shows. Eventually, he landed the lead role in National Lampoon's Van Wilder, which helped make him a star. Of all the actors who went on to have amazing careers without finishing school, Reynolds may hold the record for spending the least amount of time spent on his education. He quit acting after graduating high school and enrolled at Kwantlen Polytechnic University in British Columbia. However, Reynolds never attended a single class. Instead, he merely registered for classes and then dropped out after about 45 minutes. Reynolds decided to leave college when his friend convinced him to give acting another go. He agreed and moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting full-time.